that we humans normally go through life kind of not accepting things. We want things to be different from the way they are. We want to have a better wife or husband. We want our children to be better. We don't like the political system. We want this sort of utopia to suddenly come about.
I think we're all looking for signs because we're all looking for validation that we're on the right path. And when we see signs like that, we think that means that we're on the right path, which, by the way, we are all on a path. We're all on our own individual path. Nobody should be on anybody else's path. I didn't realize I was in a cage. I had no idea I was in a cage. I had a great life. I had a successful sitcom, I had fame, I had money, I had everything that I thought that was important, but I was hiding a part of myself. And whenever we hide anything from anybody, it's because we're worried about what someone else is gonna think of us. And even though I knew that was going to be difficult, I had gotten to the point where it was more important for me to feel proud of who I was and live my truth than worry about what other people thought of me. I didn't even know I was struggling with coming out. I mean, whenever you're closeted, you're always thinking about it. It's on your mind because you're worried that someone's going to find out. You're worried that someone's going to know, and so it is on your mind. So subconsciously, we're aware of that. But I didn't realize that until I had this dream. I had a dream that I was holding a baby finch, like a little precious bird, and it was my pet. And I put it back in its cage, which was this beautiful multi-tiered bamboo cage. And the bird became me when it went into the cage. And all of a sudden it realized that it was up against a window all along, and the window was open, and the bars were wide enough for the bird to fly out. And it had been the whole time. And I looked at the bird and I said, "Don't leave, you're safe in here." And the bird looked at me and said, "I don't belong in here," and flew out. And the next morning I woke up and I said, "I'm coming out."
Life is a series of facts. Life is what it is. We've evolved a certain way. Your reality is a certain way. It is what it is. Things happen to you can't control. You didn't control who your parents are. You didn't control what city you were born into, what school you went into. You didn't control whether you were born rich or poor, right? There's much you can't control. That's fate. You want to love fate. Accept it for what it is. Stop whining and stop going, "I want something else." Embrace your world, your life. Our fear of death is probably the greatest influence on our behavior throughout history. We're the only animal that's conscious of our mortality. And it's caused an incredible reaction. We're avoidant, we're anxious, we invent an afterlife, a heaven where we'll all go. It makes us anxious and fearful, and that controls everything about our behavior. We become anxious and fearful about everything. So the ability to accept death and look it square in the eye and accept this is your reality, that you're not going to live forever, is very liberating. So amor fati is a step from turning your back, it's faced this way, going, "Here's life," and "Oh, I hate it, I don't want it," blah, 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 to turning around and facing it, going, "I accept it, I love it, I embrace it," and it has a very powerful effect.
And that time after I came out was really one of the hardest periods of my life. It was. But it was the best part of my journey, because it's when I realized how strong I was. It's when I learned compassion. It's when I learned that the truth will always win. And that's when you grow. When you, like, everyone has a fear. Everyone's scared of something. But it's not until you face that fear head on that you realize your power. And that's when you grow. And that's what we all want. We want to grow. We want to feel good about ourselves. We want to feel proud of who we are. We're all the same. Whoever the essence of us is, we are born, we are all individual, we are all unique.